HoloStarsEN is quite underrated, so let us start rating them. Reggie, I believe, belongs in the sniff tier because of two reasons. If you take a look here, Reggie has a rectangular feet, and that is perfect for sniffing because of the large amount of surface area. If you take a look at his shoes, now these straps allows you to trap the scent inside the foot, and this is perfect because if you take off the straps, you will smell an intense mint scent, and combined with the large surface area, it's just perfect for sniffing. So I'm putting Reggie in the sniffer tier, no questions asked. Now for Axel, I think he is in the stinky tier. If you see his picture here, you can see that these kinds of shoes are very bad for dry aging because moisture goes in, but also it goes out, and this results in a stinky dinky tinky winky kind of feet, and he goes into the stinky tier because of that. Magni and Vesper, they both belong in the tickle tier. If we take a look at Magni's feet here, you can see that Magni has a square shaped feet, and that is perfect for tickling because you can concentrate the feeling of tickling into one spot. That goes with Vesper as well. Vesper's feet is very square, and that makes it easy for you to tickle him as well. Another thing is that white-haired men are very ticklish. Both of them belongs in the tickle tier because of this. Gavis, Jongleur himself, of course he goes into the stinky tier. Now the thing with Gavis' feet is that I understand the vision of the high heels. I think it is really nice, but what is dangerous is that the sweat from the feet runs down into the tip, and that's a huge no-no. Even though there's some ventilation going on, but if the sweat gathers at the tip of the feet, of course it's gonna be stinky. I'm putting him in the stinky tier just because of that. Flayon. Flayon, easy lick tier, no questions asked. For me, this structure is perfect for licking because you can literally fit all of this inside your entire mouth, and twinks have these texture in their feet like you're sucking on Wagyu beef. So Flayon goes into the lick tier. Now let us move to Hakka. Hacker Man goes into the lick tier because, again, twink. Finally, someone who shows their feet. Hakka's feet here shows that the shape is very promising for licking because it is not too long, not too short, and if you take a look at the gaps between the socks here, you can see that his feet has the perfect ratio of bone to meat, and if you pair that with the Wagyu texture, Hakka goes into the lick tier. Now Josh goes into the sniff tier. Now you might think that, hang on, this goes into the tickle tier because it's square shaped, but what's most important of all is the straps. It doesn't allow moisture to come in and moisture to come out. So if you take off these straps and then you smell it, the intense scent of chocolate will just blow your mind. Josu goes into the sniff tier. With Jurard, I think it's quite obvious that he goes to the stinky tier. So if we take a look at Jurard's picture here, these are not straps, by the way. These are part of Jurard's pants, and what really concerns me is the high heels again. As I told you, I'm okay with them wearing high heels, but the problem is the sweat runs down into the tip of the shoes, and when it accumulates there, it is not good for dry aging, and so I gotta put Jurard in the stinky tier. Goldbullet. Thing with GB is that he belongs in the sniffer tier because, again, his feet is perfectly shaped because it's rectangular, so there's a large surface area that is covered. Oh, but he has a high-heeled shoes. Doesn't it make him stinky? The straps makes the difference. If you prevent moisture from coming in, but also moisture from coming out, it will be dry aged to perfection. GB goes into the sniff tier. Octavio. Doc Ock, I think, belongs in the lick tier because if you take a look at the size of his shoes and the size of his legs, I think his feet is actually way smaller than the shoes. And this is, again, perfect for licking because you can fit his entire feet inside your mouth if you want to. The fact that Octavio himself is a twink with a Wagyu texture on his feet just makes it even perfect for licking. So Octavio goes into the lick tier. Last but not least, we have Ruze. He belongs in the tickle tier, not only because he's a white-haired man. If you take a look at Ruze's feet, there's lots of straps, it's rectangular shape. This is definitely sniff tier, right? But according to my hypothesis, the angle here is from the side, so it looked rectangular, but in reality he is square shaped. It just makes it even more convincing that he is actually ticklish. So Ruze goes into the tickle tier for me. So what do you think of this list? Let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you and have a very nice day.
No! She left me for a soda! She left me for a soda! Oh!